Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guest today is Roodman Weis of Gateway to Hope. And you know, it's October, the start of October, and everyone associates October with Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What is it that people should be aware of or thinking about this month as it relates to breast cancer?
Certainly Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's top of mind for people to think about going to their physician to, do whatever their physician recommends that they do. We certainly feel fortunate that we are available as a resource to anyone who is diagnosed with breast cancer or is already newly diagnosed or who's already going through treatment, that they know about Gateway to Hope as a resource, that they know how and where to find us. They can access through our website, which is dghstl.org, or through just calling our office. But most important is that we want patients to know how and where to find us so that they get to us quickly, so that if we're able to assist them throughout that treatment process, we can give them the maximum amount of assistance that we're able to. So that's most important.
Okay, and you just came off of a big event. Is it this past weekend or the weekend before?
It was just this past weekend. It was Saturday night at the Chase Park Plaza. It was our Collide Hope event, gala, or annual gala that we hold. It's really our biggest event of the year. And it was just a tremendous, really magical evening. We had close to 350 guests who were incredibly supportive and enthusiastic, and I think just helped us celebrate Gateway to Hope in just a wonderful way. So I think we're all coming off of that this weekend with just on such a high, because it was a really good, successful event.
And there was something outside of it just being a fundraiser. That night of the event, you highlighted a patient story. Tell us about that patient.
Yes, we were very fortunate that we had a patient who we assisted through the Gateway to Hope program. I believe it was through her entire treatment process from beginning to end, and she had the courage to really allow us to interview her, and we did a video to tell her story. And she told a very heartfelt story about, how fearful she was in the very beginning, how even her daughter was so fearful, how difficult it was to tell her daughter about her diagnosis. And then she took us through the whole process where Gateway to Hope assisted her, and how grateful she was for that assistance. And I will tell you that this is a story that we hear fairly often, that we have patients who, we assist them, we get them through to the other side, they're able to go back to work, they're able to return to their lives as they knew it, and then they turn around and they say to us, what can I do to help you?
Right.
You've helped me, I want to help you. And this happens all the time, and it's just one of the most profound things that happens at Gateway to Hope. And we are so appreciative of our patients having the courage to do that. And it helps, because that way other people will know about us, and that's what's so important.
And people can see that path, because I imagine from that diagnosis, the questions, you don't know what will come out of it. You don't know how it's going to play out. Exactly. And the range of emotions. But as you pointed out, to be able to share that story, to kind of get through it, to be taken there and to go through it and to share that story really has impact. This wouldn't obviously also, Gateway to Hope, be possible without funders and fundraising and people donating to allow you to provide these services.
Right. And Gateway to Hope is only there because of the generosity of the St. Louis community. We are able to, who support us. We have incredibly generous donors through the private sector, institutional donors, corporate donors, and we are really able to do what we do because of them and because of their generosity. So we thank them. Because it allows us to be able to do what we do.
Is there anything we should keep as we wrap things up, on our radar, what's coming up with Gateway to Hope?
We have events. We have 3 big events. We will have another event in the spring, which is our Laughter and Lyrics. It's kind of our young friends. It appeals to a little bit younger crowd, although it's okay, anybody can go. And then we also have our polo event, which is, we just had our second polo event, and that is in the summer. It's in July, so those will be coming up. And then there are various third-party fundraisers that we really appreciate being the recipients of donations that people raise throughout the year, especially during this month, where organizations raise money and give Gateway to Hope the proceeds from that. So we appreciate that too.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you at home, head to gthstl.org. That's Gateway to Hope's website. You can learn more about what they do, the services that they provide. And of course, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so be sure to check in with your doctors and healthcare professionals. Again, Jane, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.